what made you guys want to start this radio show?
No, that's a good question. And a lot of people ask this question. I worked for NBC and CBS Sports Radio for a couple of years. I was an executive producer. I did some work for them. I wanted to give Long Island, where we're from, I wanted to give Long Island a voice for sports media and sports press. And I started a radio show. Really just wanting to give a different sound, a different look, not podcasts, because podcasts really, they existed, but they weren't big. And we weren't a podcast. We did a live show. So I wanted to give something to sports that nobody's ever heard, and kind of a different outlook to having fun on sports, but also give them the defined message of what sports should be. And that's why I did it. And then we became one of the biggest sports radio shows, digital profiled sports radio shows, where we were recognized by a lot of multimedia companies. And then now we're on 103.9 out here FM. We do a show with Eric Coleman, who played for the Jets, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Lions. And now we're working on something big that's coming up very, very soon that could put us on a center stage when it comes to sports radio. So I wanted to give a network of talent. We're not just here in Long Island. Our shows are from all parts of the country: Cincinnati, Florida, Chicago. We have shows from all different parts. And I wanted to give people a different look to what sports should be on a network of talent. And we prepared to give you the best opportunity to follow and watch us and understand that we're just normal guys like you, and we like to entertain people. So that's how it all started.
That's awesome. Congrats on that, guys. For real. Sounds like you guys have been at it for a while.
We have, man. Yeah, listen, even as a player, as a football player, as an athlete, you know this all as well. When you do something, you want to do it at the best of your ability. If you want to be the best,
sure.
You want to be looked at as the best, you're gonna have to take obstacles. You're gonna have to climb the ladder. If you think that you're gonna stand up from the top, and it's all about who you know, and you'll see that going to college, that's great. And I'll tell that to all the kids: go to college, get your education, but education doesn't get you where you want. What gets you where you want is talent and who you know, what kind of building process you have with different people in business and in the world, wherever you want to get into. You have to build a good rapport with them. And I think what you do as an athlete will drive you for your career, no matter what you do. So take what you do and be the best at what you could be, so you can drive opportunity in different areas of the world when football is over. So that's my advice to you.
Okay.
So.
Well, I was gonna ask you that, but you answered it. So, I guess, what's one thing you would have wanted to know coming out of high school? Like something that's like important, like that, like you had no clue about, and then you just like, bam, you just like turned into an adult, and you're like, what the heck? What is this? Like, is there any advice?
It's a good question, and for me, I can give you a great answer.
That is a really good question. For me, I think a lot of it was, I wish I knew that different people would be different in high school and in college, because my high school path and my college path were definitely very different. I was kind of like, I was a late bloomer to a lot of things. Like I wasn't. We had
boy, oh boy, is he a late bloomer in a lot of ways, my friend.
We had two different towns that came together in high school, so it took a while for me to make those friends. It took a while. It's taken a while for me to drive, because I was very scared of it at the time. So I wish I knew some of the things that maybe I should have prioritized a little more, in terms of just the career path, and also a job path in general. Like even in college, I was late to certain things with finding internships and stuff like that. So those are just some of the things that I wish I wasn't as, I guess, maybe overthinking my life. So
okay, I will say this: I was a big athlete growing up, and when I graduated from high school, I was a top prospect for hockey. I was a top 50 prospect in the country. I was getting scouted by NHL teams when I was 14 years old. I always saw myself as a professional athlete. I was an all-state runner. I played on the football team for, I was the backup corner, because I was young. I was a eighth grader, ninth grader playing on a championship state level football team. And I did everything at the best of my ability. And when I graduated from school, I hurt myself. And I was very cocky and egotistic, and it was a big mistake that I don't have an ego anymore because of it. I learned a huge lesson. I stopped playing hockey. I got screwed out of my scholarship because I never signed my letter of intent before I went to the tournament. They decided to not give me the full scholarship, that they'd give me a half a scholarship to be a walk-on and earn my spot and show them how healthy I am. I thought I was too good for that. I got very upset. I decided not to go to the school. I decided to go to county school, Suffolk County School over here on Long Island, and really never finished what I started as me being a professional athlete. And I regret being an egotistical person at that time of my life, believing that I was just too good for the process. And I think if I knew what I did then, I'd probably be playing professional hockey right now, or retiring now, because I'm 38. I'd probably be retiring right now, being, I'm still in a good spot, but I'd be in a huge better spot. I'd be in a spot where I could be setting myself up in a good situation. So that would be the thing that I would have changed when I graduated from high school.
Okay, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice to know.
Yes. So one more question, bud. Anything you want.
Let me think. I'm trying to think of a good one here. What's like another country or like place you guys have always wanted to like possibly live at?
No, that's a good question.
That is a really good question.
And why? Like, what about it is like special?
Go ahead, Speedy, quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Germany for me.
Been
one,
there.
I have family roots there, and two, I've always wanted to go to an Oktoberfest. I think it would be a lot.
He's
of
a
fun
drinker, man. He likes to drink his beer. He likes that beer. I've been to Germany. I've been to New Zealand. I've been all over the world. I was a very well-known DJ when I graduated from high school and college, and I traveled around the country. So I've experienced a lot, man. I've experienced a lot in the entertainment world. So I would say my favorite place that I always wanted to move, because I just love the place, is Canada. It doesn't matter, Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
It's, to me, with the breathing over there, just everything over there, it's another country. It's a country that I find very safe in so many ways than one. That's where I would go. That's the place I would go because of the sports, and it's still a very well known. And I was a hockey player, so that was something that I very much adored when it came to sports. But I love all sports, so that's where I would go.
Nice. Yeah, Canada's beautiful, man. I went there 2 summers ago for a fishing trip, and just the landscape and the water and stuff. It's just beautiful up there.
Oh, absolutely, man. And believe it or not, some of the best surfers have come from Canada, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I bet you
I didn't
nobody
know
knew that. I bet you nobody knew that. Oh, Australia or California, but that's not true. I mean, some of the best surfers have come up north, very much up north. So there you go.
Wow.
Some news for you, my friend, believe it or not. So anyways, why don't you tell the fans how they can find you on social media?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at loyal_Crawford, and then follow me on Instagram. Instagram is my main spot. So I would say if you're going to follow anything, follow my Instagram, and you can follow me there at loyal_FT_ball.
Listen, man, Loyal, I want you to be a fan of the show. I want you to stick around. I want you to follow our social medias. I don't know if you follow our social medias. Do you follow us?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
But I want you to follow. By the way, you have to concentrate on Twitter, man. If you're going to be a professional athlete, Twitter is the thing. So make sure.
Okay.
Twitter is the thing, man. I'm telling you right now, you'll see, because all the athletes, they're in tune with the fans on Twitter. I mean, Instagram's more for pictures, you know what I mean? And video.
Yeah.
I think Twitter is more for a conversation and getting getting yourself out there. So concentrate on Twitter. I think Twitter I'm not the best social media guy anyway. So me giving you advice would be bad, but I'm just giving you some advice as an athlete, and if you want to be a professional athlete, it would give a good opportunity for you to get everybody to know who you are on Twitter. Anyways, so I'm gonna have Speedy send you my social medias. I want you to follow me on Instagram. I want you to follow me on Facebook. Okay, so I'm not Facebook, on Twitter. So I definitely want you to do that.
All right, for sure, for sure.
All right, my friend. We will get you on next year. We're gonna get you on not next year. Well, before next year, before the next season, I would love to get you on, and during the season, I want to get you on. I want to see how how everything is going in Wisconsin, how you feel. How you feel about playing for Wisconsin and the team. Yeah, I see it over there. Humble in the grind. But
yeah, I just wanted to say, I have a brand called that me and my trainer have put together. It's our slogan is Shag. It's stay humble and grind. And if you would like to like purchase any merchandise, just hit me up on my Instagram and I will hook you guys up. So yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna buy a shirt from you. Okay.
All right, sweet, man.
I'll wear it. I'll promote it out here in New York.
Awesome. That would mean a lot.
Absolutely, man. I'll do it. I'll get all your information. I'll have Speedy get all your information. He'll send you mine. We'll be in touch, and I'll buy you a shirt. How much is for a shirt that you're wearing right now?
I believe this is about $30.
All right.
For a sweater. Yep.
All right. That's okay. I'll get one. I'll sport it on the show and promote you guys. Absolutely.
Awesome, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Stay in touch, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
For sure. You guys have a good night and take it easy.